YouTube. Today I wanted to talk about something that happened to me. Yes, over the period of 3 weeks, and I want to talk to you guys about it today. That way, that experience does not happen to you. And basically, it's a self. Sorry about that. It's a self-awareness video, and today I'm going to talk about people who are manipulative. The reason why I want to talk about it is basically because it says self-awareness, and that way, hopefully, if you watch this video, maybe it helped you out, and if you come to that kind of altercation, you know how to, give you an idea how to resolve it. Okay, so I'm gonna. This is like all in series of events of 3 weeks, but I'm gonna try to condense it. Okay, so basically, I met this girl about a few months back. And this girl is of like a high and by kind of person, but we don't really talk much. Somebody told me that I have to watch out for her because she is like very manipulative and to be careful with her. Originally, I dismissed that idea because I didn't really know her. So it's not because somebody tells me that, oh yeah, she's this, she's that. I'm not just gonna right away go ahead and assume it's true. So, I dismissed the idea. But when we exchanged telephone numbers a while ago, I forgot why I really did, but we exchanged telephone numbers, the girl and I, and she called me 3 weeks ago for a ride, and I go ahead and I give her a ride to where she needed to go, and yeah, and then from that day forward, she decided it's a great idea to just start texting me like there is no freaking tomorrow. Texting me, calling me obsessively. It was just like her name is like all over my phone. I would actually show you how much she's called me and texted me on the phone, but I kind of want to keep her name private. I mean, even though you guys probably don't know me, but just in case. So yeah, she started calling me, texting me. One day we hung out, and she met my boyfriend. And then after he left, she said that he is attractive, and I'm really lucky. I was like, oh, okay, thank you, I guess. And that she started saying that when she met him, she became nervous upon meeting him, which is weird. Why would you become nervous? Like, they didn't even talk all that much. So yeah. So then she started asking me questions about him and stuff, like what is he like, how is he, like what, like personality wise. And then she started getting into more intimate questions, and I started saying to her, well, that's none of your business. So then she kind of like stopped doing that. And then she moved on to like find out things about me, like if I have any secrets, things that you wouldn't really want to tell anybody. Sorry, people keep texting me. I put it on low so you might not hear, but yeah. Anyway, so she started asking me, things about me. Like, this is how she would do it. She would lay out things about her. Like, she would tell me things, like secret things. And then she would expect me kind of like to do that. So watch out for people that do that. There's people that will like intentionally tell you things. So then you kind of feel like you have to reply back, but don't feel that way. If you want to go ahead and tell me your life story, okay, fine, go ahead. But don't expect me to do the same thing. This is why I don't ask people a lot of questions, because I'm not going to ask you something that I wouldn't want to be asked, because then it's going to, if I ask you, you're probably going to want me to respond back with the same, in the same subject. So it's like, I didn't ask her to tell me anything. She just kind of like did it on her own. She did it on her own. It's like nobody told her anything. And yeah, I didn't reply. I didn't like go on and tell her anything. But anyways, so she was trying to get info out of me. Then one day I got really scared because she calls me and she tells me that she attempted to commit suicide. And when she tells me that, I become extremely worried, for her. So I try to like, advise her, like, you should like go to a psychiatrist, something like that, like go to a psychiatrist. That's how to talk to her, positive things in life. Your life is worth it, no matter how many stresses you're going through. It. it's not worth taking away your own life. I was telling her all of that. And so then she goes ahead and she would talk about that. Then I started noticing that she would ask me for favors kind of thing. Like she would ask me, oh my god, my hair's a mess. Anyways, this is not a yeah. Anyways, it's not a beauty video, but yeah, it just hates seeing my hair looking like a mess like in video. It's so frizzy. Anyways, she started asking me for favors, and then when she would ask me for favors, she would include the fact that, or maybe myth, that she was indeed depressed and that her life was so complicated, whatever. At first, since I was believing this and I wanted to help her as much as I can, I go ahead and I try to help her, and stuff like that. And we one time went to eat and she did not pay. I paid. If I would give her rides, she wouldn't give me any gas money. Not that I really, it's like when if you don't have a car and somebody does, and they're asking you for rides. I mean, at least that's my belief. The courteous thing to do is at least offer some money for the gas. I'm not telling you to give me $40 for gas, but it's like it's the etiquette thing to do. You're supposed to like offer. They did you the favor. I'm not gonna do a favor. Just like most likely I would have just denied it, but just the fact that she would have asked, offered, at least that shows that, but she wouldn't even offer to pay for gas or anything or food or anything. It's just like everything coming out of my pocket. And like I got bill, I got stuff like, gas is expensive, we all need money, like things to pay up. So let me just okay, so you guys can get a better idea who she is. Okay, she lives with her mom, so she does not pay rent, and she's supposed to be had a boyfriend, and she dumped him, and now she wants to get back with him, even though he has a girlfriend, and she wants to break up the relationship. Now, these are the type of people I don't usually like to get associated with, because if you're gonna try to tear up a relationship, then that already kind of tells me that your intentions are not good at all. Not that great. But since supposedly she was suicidal, I continued, like staying in touch with her, and on top of that, she would have like text message me and call me a bazillion times a day. So then I kind of like start noticing little things here and there that maybe this is not all so true about her suicidal attempt, because she would only bring this subject up when she needed a favor, like how depressed she is and she works. So she would always talk about she doesn't have any money, take a bus or whatever, which is BS to me, complete BS. So then she went ahead and I went ahead. I'm just starting to like recap everything. I started like noticing things here and there. So I was like, okay, let me study her. First of all, she would dress up nice, wear makeup. She did not look depressed at all. She would go to work. These are all things. If you wouldn't care to go to work, if you don't care about your life, you wouldn't care to dress up nice. If you don't care about your life, nothing, because you're supposed to be extremely depressed, which is why you even thought of that idea. So I would notice all these things, and then when I would ask her, and then she said that she did mention the first time that she said that she attempted suicide was that she's previously done this, and her mother has known about it. So if your mother knows about it, how come she's not helping you? I mean, there's some mothers that don't care and they're bad mothers, but the fact that she lives with her mother proves that she is a mother that does care for her daughter. So as a mother, you would try to like help your child out and stuff like that. And she hasn't, supposedly. She says that the mother hasn't helped her, this and that. She hasn't looked for any help. So that already tells me right there that supposedly the mother doesn't care, but I doubt it, because for the reasons I mentioned. So I'm starting to think maybe this is not so true. So I would ask her about her previous suicide attempts, like in random conversations. She would try to dodge it. The only reason she would bring up that conversation is if she needed a favor. So when I would talk to her about it, she would say, oh, no, because I would keep bringing it up. She would tell me a different story every time. Like it's always changing, constantly changing, like a little tweak there, this and that. It's like, if you're telling the truth, then why is it kind of different every time you tell me? It's like a different story. If it's true, you should remember. If it's a lie, you're not going to remember the whole thing, so you're going to switch it up a little bit every single time you tell the story. Just saying. So this is when I started noticing that maybe this is a lie, because she would only ask me for favors, and then she would bring up her whole depression thing. Okay, so this was my boiling point. Today, she asked me to go to her house, and I was like, oh, I'm like an hour away from you, so I can't go. So then she asked me again, as if I didn't say anything. She's like, oh, come to my house. I was like, no, did you not hear me? I can't go over there because I'm like an hour away. Of course, I'm not gonna expect her to get a bus and drive over to me. Of course not. So I didn't offer that option. I just told her, okay, you're gonna hang out on Friday. Today's Wednesday, by the way. On Friday, after I get out of work around 4:30, we can like hang out. Like we can meet up in a cafe or something like that, or at a mall, and then we'll decide where we go from there, so we can chill or something. And she goes like, oh no, well Friday's fine, but why don't you go to my house? I was like, hey girl, you kind of live far away from me, and I've gone to her house before, and as I said, like, she doesn't like offer gas money. She lives kind of far away. It's like, I don't know. It's like after a while, you kind of get tired of it. So I was like, no, I mean, like, if you want, just let's meet up somewhere, and then we can go in my car and hang out where we're planning to hang out. She refuses. She's like, no, come to my house. I was like, I can't go to your house. And then she started saying, oh my God, you don't want to come to my house? You're not my friend, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, she hasn't offered the option, like, come to my house or anything like that, right? Okay, so last time I checked, friendships go both ways. So, yeah. My comment here was crazy today. Anyways, disregard that. Anyways, so last time I checked, friendship go both ways. So she does not want to go, and I tell her, I'm like, I'm not gonna drive over there. And she started saying that she's tired of this, of the depression, all her difficulties, and that she's just gonna like go ahead and do it. Like, that's not a reason to go ahead and kill yourself, which proves that you're just doing this to manipulate me. And that's when I lost my coolness. I was just like, I was pissed off. I was like, no, woman, that's it. I'm tired of this. You're not suicidal, okay? Because I've been checking you, I've been studying you, I've been talking to you. It's a lie, okay? Second, it's like, if you're friends, then I'm supposed to help you, but you're supposed to help me, and you never helped me for anything. And last time I checked, doesn't mean because we're friends you have to like freeload off of me. I mean, like, she doesn't pay for her food, she doesn't offer me any gas money. Everything has to come from me. She works too, and she doesn't have any car insurance, bills, or anything like that to pay for. So if anything, she should have more money than I have. So moral of the story is, I just wanted to say this so that you guys know, if you see something like that, like, find out. If somebody tells you something like that, find out if it's true, if they're actually serious, because if they are, try to get them some help, try to be there for that person. But literally find out, because there's going to be people out there that are going to, like, come up with something to, like, manipulate you or something like that. And nobody likes to feel used or whatever, and I felt extremely used, because, I don't know, I feel like, I try to, like, do the right thing, but, you reach a limit where it's like, no. So that was my point of this video, is to, like, tell you my experience, so that won't happen to you. If you're a manipulator and you're watching this, like, really, stop. Here's why. First of all, sooner or later, people are going to find out. And then the boy who cried wolf died, or something like that. Don't remember, because nobody believed them. So one day you're going to need help, nobody's going to help you, because you're a liar. And yeah, if you do ever think about attempting to get your life, don't, because you're worth more than any issues that go through. Get some help. And if you're in my situation, find out, really find out, be aware. All right, so that's what I wanted to say. All right, you guys, take care. Bye. Please subscribe and comments below. Like this video. Bye.